Hey friends, we're going to be drawing a praying mantis!
Alright dude, you got your marker?
Yeah.
Hope you're gonna follow along with us. You ready to start?
Yeah.
Now we're also gonna use colored pencils to color our praying mantis at the very end. We're gonna use green, black, and yellow. We'll put those off to the side. We're gonna use our markers first. Let's draw his head. And we're gonna draw it up here in the top left corner. And that's because we're gonna fill up our whole paper with the praying mantis. We're gonna draw him really big. So up here, we're gonna draw a V shape, but it's gonna be a curved V shape. See how it's almost a U shape also. It's like a V, but it's round at the bottom. Yes, it's a cross between a V and a U.
Yeah.
A view.
A view.
Now we're going to draw the top, and we're going to connect one side over to the other side, and I'm going to connect it with a line that curves at the end. Now we're going to draw his eye. Right here in the corner, we're going to draw a C shape. That's for one eye. Nice. Now right in the middle, we're going to draw the center of his eye. Good. Now let's draw his eye on the other side of his head. We're going to draw a curve like that. Cool. Now we can draw his antenna coming out of the top. 2 lines. Good. Now he has little pinchers. We can draw a curved V on one side, curved V on the other side. Good. And we can also add maybe a little V right in the middle. We did it. That's his head. Nice and easy, huh?
Yeah.
All right, now let's draw his neck. Right here at the top of his head, we're going to draw a line diagonal and down. Good. Now we're going to start here and draw another line diagonal right next to that one. Okay, next we're going to draw the arms that come out and they look like they're praying. Okay? So they're going to be bent down first. So we're going to draw a really long U shape. Next, let's draw a line diagonal and up. Cool. Then we're going to draw the bottom. It's going to make it look like an upside down taco.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Nice. Now, let's draw the rest of his arm. So we're going to draw a long U shape coming out of the front. Then we're going to draw a little pincher or point, so a long V shape. Cool. Now, on the bottom of this part of his leg, let's draw a little...
Arm.
His arm, yes.
Yeah.
We'll draw little spikes coming out. He looks dangerous, doesn't he? Now let's draw the inside of his neck. So we're going to draw a line that comes down from his head, connects to his arm. Then imagine that line going through this arm and coming out the bottom. Good. Now he has one other arm, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We're going to make him look 3D, so we're going to draw another U shape behind that one. Then we're going to draw his other taco arm. Spiky taco arm. Now this arm is behind this one, so we're going to draw the line coming down, and then it's going to stop. And then we'll imagine it coming back and connecting to his arm. All right, now let's draw the rest of his arm. Draw a U shape. And then that pointy part of his arm. Good job. Now we can add little spikes back there too. Now if we go too fast, what can our art friends do?
Pause the video.
Yes, you guys can always pause the video if you need extra time. Now we're going to add more spikes. Let's add 3 little spikes on the top of his arm and 3 spikes on the top of this arm. Now we're going to draw the back part of his body, but we're only going to draw part of it because he has a big leg that intersects, that comes in front of it back here. So we're only going to come this far, and then we're going to draw the next 2 legs right here. So let's draw the first segment of his leg, so a little U shape. Then we're going to draw a longer U shape. And then we're going to draw the last part of his leg that's really tall. And then we can curve and come back up. Good. Now the bottom of his leg, he has something.
Boots.
Yeah, it looks like boots. His foot. So we'll draw a little spike and then a spike on the back. Let's draw his belly next. We'll draw a curve that comes out and then connects into his leg. Then we're going to draw the second leg that's behind this one. A little U shape. Then we're going to draw this same shape over here. Good. And then we're going to draw the long part going down and then back up. Awesome. Good job, man. Now we need to draw his boot.
Yes.
Draw a little spike. And then we're going to draw the back spike. Let's draw his back leg next.
Okay.
And this is the one that bends and comes up really high and comes back down. So right here, we're going to draw a U shape facing back. Good. And then we're going to draw this really long part of his leg. Comes up and then back down. Yes. And then all the way back down. Good. That's really long. I like it. Then we're going to come back down with a really tall leg and then back up. Whoa, and it's
That's
thick.
thick.
I like it. Now we're going to draw his boot back here, his big shoe. So a little V and then another smaller V. Next, let's finish his body. So this part, this line right here that's going through his leg, come through here, and I'm curving up. And then we're going to keep going back. See how I'm curving up? Next, we're going to draw the top of his back. So we're going to curve right here at the end and come back through his leg like this and end at his neck. Yes, keep going. Perfect. Next, let's finish his belly. So this line that we started that came down here, imagine it coming through and connecting to this leg. Good. And then we're going to draw it coming out here, connecting to the back. And then it's going to taper into his wing. Good. Now he has one more leg that's on the back of his body. It's behind his body.
Yeah.
So let's draw another U shape right here. Then we're going to draw this big shape, but we're drawing it behind. So we're only drawing part of it. And then we're going to draw this tall part behind also. So we'll draw two lines coming down. And then we're going to imagine them going through his body and coming out down here and then back up. Good. And then we need to draw this little boot, little sideways V shape, and then a smaller one on the front. Good job, Chuckers. You did awesome on drawing your, what is this thing called again?
Praying mantis.
Yeah, praying mantis. We're done with our markers. We can put those off to the side, and we're going to get our colored pencils. Now, we're going to do something really tricky with these. We're going to shade with the green and then use the yellow for the highlight or the light part. So let me show you on the head what we're going to do for his whole body.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to start down here at the bottom of his head, and we're going to start really dark. I'm going to press hard, and then as I get to the top of his head, I'm going to get lighter, press lighter and lighter until I'm hardly pressing on the paper. And it can even be white at the very top. Good. Now let's switch to our yellow. And we're going to go back over the top and press really hard at the top. And then as we get towards the bottom, you can get lighter and lighter. So it's the reverse of what we did with the green. Now I want to challenge you guys at home to do the rest on your own. We're going to fast forward this next part.
Yeah.
But we're imagining that the sun, or a yellow, is shining from the top, and the shadow, or a green, is from the bottom. Okay?
Okay.
You ready to fast forward?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it right now. You did an excellent job on coloring your praying mantis, and you use highlighting and shading.
Yeah.
The yellow is the highlight, and the shadow or the shading is the green. Now we're going to add extra shadows with our black. Right here under his neck, let's press really hard, and then as we get away from his head, we're going to get lighter and lighter. See how that makes his head look like it's in front of his neck?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Adds more 3D to it, or 3D. Now let's add another shadow underneath his arm. So we can press really hard and then get lighter as we go down. And then I'm also going to do one under this leg and also this other leg. And I'm going to add a shadow underneath his wing. Now let's go through it and we'll add more shadows through the whole body.
Okay.
Now you guys can pause the video and match some of the extra shading that we did with our black pencil. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
You did a great job. Give me 5. Now it's okay that our drawings look a little different, right?
Yes.
Mine's a little skinnier. Yours
Mine's
looks like
better.
it just ate a grasshopper.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the most important thing is
To have fun.
yeah, to have fun. We hope you had a lot of fun following along with us. Remember, if we ever went too fast, you can always pause the video and take that extra time. And we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye. Oh, we need to be praying mantises.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are my pictures.
Taco arms.
Taco arms.